kommer Josselin. Ja. Josselin. Europeer att jag har ett mellanmål som har med bröd.
But first, I will tell you the short lifeline of Dubrovnik. So the history starts here in the 7th century, but there was around. But there is a cathedral inside, and they were trying to change the floors inside, and they find some ruins under. So it seems like it's even older from the 4th century, very old city. Okay, in the beginning it was a part of the Venetian administration, but it was only on the map because the city was not existing properly. All right, and then was a part of the Croatian kingdom. And then, from 1358 till 1808, so mid-14th century till 19th century, it was independent state of Dubrovnik Republic. Did you know that?
No.
Okay, so it has own government, own parliament, even the own currency. At that time, it's a big deal. Today it's a big deal. That time is even bigger, right? So the reason of that is because Dubrovnik was one of the richest states in Europe at that time. Can you believe it? If you look in the near back, it's communist country. All right, but before that it was really something. Okay, and the reason of that is because Dubrovnik was one of the most important trade cities at that time. Okay, so from the Bosnia and Serbia, all the silver, all the goods, trade for the other Mediterranean countries. Dubrovnik was excellent spot. Okay? And we were always competing with the Venetians. And the reason of that is, and one of the reasons, because strategic position of us was a bit better than theirs. Because they were on the top of the bay of the Adriatic Sea, closer to Europe. But we were down on the entrance to the Adriatic Sea, just opposite the south, very closer to the other Mediterranean countries. So we were always competing. At that time, in the from the harbor of the city, the other side of the city, there was a ship building yard. Okay? And then we were almost building boats, because at that time, don't forget, it was much easier to trade by the water than by the land. Because at that time there was no trucks. Something on the donkey, how many times you have to keep it moving? So it was much slower. It was easier to go by the foot, especially to trade to the other countries. Alright? Okay, and then what happened? In 1808, I believe you heard for Napoleon. Never. Never say never. Okay, so Napoleon, he was taking over to Europe at that time, okay? So he sent the General Marmont to negotiate with the local government, and he was asking, can't you just shoot the city with the army to go to Montenegro? They said yes. Right? 7 years later, the Dubrovnik Republic was about no more. History stuff about that way of living, richness and everything. Alright? And then from 1850 till 1918, little bit over 100 years, by the Vienna contract, the Dubrovnik Republic becomes a part of Austro-Hungary monarchy. Over 100 years, I think. And then in 1918, it was established a new country, the Kingdom of Slovenia, Croatia and Serbia, which lasts very short, only 30 days. So we were not really good relation at that time already. Anyway, so then actually starts the history of Yugoslavia, which was established in 1945 after the Second World War. Right? Anybody knows why is it called Yugoslavia?
Jag fortsätter och filmar.
Okay, so now this is, as you can see, the entrance to the city. All the stones are made by the limestone. Okay, limestone. The limestone. Yeah, the limestone. This is very common here. Alright. Here there is a mine just behind this hill, and there are two mines on the island, Korčula and Brač. So while they were restoring the city because it was bad damaged by the last war of the Serbs, they always bring the original part of the stone because the guys who are working with the stones, they know the quality one. So we try to put original one back. Okay, now let's go to the map so you can see better. Here we go. Okay, but just to remind you, don't stay under the... I told you. All right, they make nice good luck. It's a luck, yes? Okay, here we are. So now we are here in the entrance, number one, where you have to come back. So the whole city, as you can see, is surrounded by the city wall. So there is no disconnection like a road. It's always the entrance, always the road above. Okay, for the soldiers or whatever that time. Okay, there are 5 fortresses. The one is the highest one, we saw that, is the tallest. So they were controlling the land and the ocean. So there was always a guard at that time. There are 2 here. There is the only one, actually the fortress which is physically not connecting with the city. It's protecting this small harbor. And there are 2 here on the other side of the city, all the way on the other side, which is the harbor. There are 2 of these fortresses which are protecting the harbor at that time. All right? So now when we are entering the city, you will see this is the main road. All right? And that main road actually originally was a canal. And there is a still canal under to keep normal way like it was. Okay? So this part of the city, it goes a little bit steep up, okay, by the hill. And this part of the city as well goes a little bit steep up. So the whole city is like in a valley, and over 80% of the roofs are under the level of the wall. All right? To protect the city citizens, politicians, all right? That was the most important, right, like today. They spend more money for secure on them than the other things, right? But anyway, all right? So, this actually part of the up there is the mainland. And this canal, actually this part of the city, this is the island. Can you believe it? So they make connection. Okay, come here please everybody. I'm trying to put you in the shade or you like the sun, it's up to you. It's a 50-50, everybody happy. Okay, come closer please, come closer because it's the main road, everybody are, that's the main road. Okay, everybody are here, please come closer, please. Don't be shy, it's a free country. Okay, really, come closer, don't be, so everybody can hear me, nobody can. Alright, so now we are standing in the beginning of the main road. It's called Stradun, Strada. But what's interesting, Stradun, in Italian language, actually means ugly street. Can you believe it? And this is the nicest street in the world, that's what we say. Alright? Anyway, so this is the main road. It's along about 300 meters. Okay, so now I compare the size. A few days ago, there was a cruise ship longer. So now you get the size of the city. Alright? So here we are. This is one of the oldest fountains, over 600 years old. We have problem at that time, even today, with the rain. As you can see, this is the winter. Alright? So we have the average around 460 sunny days a year, which I don't complain. Alright? But the other way was actually very difficult to keep water for the drinking, for living. So there were cisternas in the houses, in the places, but it was not enough for a whole year. So we came with the idea, actually they came with the idea, how to bring the water to the city, because as you notice, it's a very hilly area over there. So there are many small canals, small rivers, but the best place is all kilometers away where the city is. On the top, and the water coming down. Now it's a bit different. Alright? So, because it was running only 70 liters per second, about, it was not enough for all cities, right? It's very slow. Okay? So there is spontaneous here, and there is spontaneous on the other side as well, but much more. But the whole city was covered by the water. So there was a rule how to use that. So anybody who was stealing the water, the punishment at that time was right hand cut. Go straight dead today. Today you have a lawyer, blah, 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 never ending story, right? At that time, country didn't get a lawyer, we are done. Go straight. Alright? So here we are now. Look at this building. It's a and there is a big monster inside the second building. But when you go through this corridor on the right side, there is a museum. Now this is where it goes to the top. You can do it, it's on the bottom. Forget about it, everything's going down. Alright? And that was living up to 4 generations inside. Today, your kids, when they grown up, leave me alone. Alright? I think it's almost over. Okay. But here, that's why this street is widest. Because on the top, but actually, there were storages for wheat. So, the wheat for bread. Alright? So we had action in the whole Europe, science underground. And the interesting thing is because of the quality of the stone and things like that, the temperature is always about 17 degrees, even if it's outside 40 or 0. Alright? It's always 17 and humidity very low, so it doesn't make rust. So that's the reason why they put it so small traffic. Alright? Okay, let's something else. You see there are 2 bells. This is the bell from the monastery, and the other side is the clock bell. Alright? And that bells every half an hour once, and every full hour depends what time it is. But it's interesting, when you look a little bit closer, on the side of the bell, there are 2 guys in the bronze, and they move, depends on the time. Alright? And you can see original ones there in the museum, and there's the replica ones. Alright? Okay, let's go. usually here in the summertime, we have festival, the summer festival, from the 10th of July to the 25th of August of the classical music and the plays. So sometimes every summer we have one of the best players of violin, piano, or whatever. Some of them they come here because they are too many. All right. So then what we are trying here inside of the old cities to keep like old way of living, at least, and this new generation to move them out. All right. At least we try. It's not easy, believe me. All right. Okay. So this is the Church of the Same Place. That's the main one. That's the main church. And you can see on the top the statue, as I told you, that is around the city wall, and the some public building inside, like this. And this is the nicest one, and the bishop cap is covered by the gold. Because in the Dubrovnik Republic, Dubrovnik was very rich because of the trade and something else as well. From here, about 60 kilometers away, there is a place stop. I think you're going to stop over there. And there is a salt plant. One of the oldest salt plants in Europe. Okay? And because of this salt was very high, the reason, because we got so many sailors here, as I told you before, we have the shipbuilding yard, we have almost equal number with the Venetians of the galleys. Venetians were big, very close. So the salt, when you put the meat in the salt, it doesn't get rotten, it can last. So for sailing, it's like a treasure. Because they were sailing for days. They were depending on the wind. I don't think so. Alright, and sometimes it's a little bit too far, it's too dangerous. So it's a little bit different. Anyway, there was 1 kilo of salt, volume, 1 kilo of salt. Today, 1.5. Built up in behalf of that he saved the city from the Serbs. Alright? In the beginning, that was a turn on the east. This is the east side. Because it was on the east side, it was the problem of the east. And then later there was the damage, and then they put it back. They made a mistake, they put it to the north. And it comes later on, it comes right from the church. Okay? It comes later. But anyway, that was the place where the guy with the drums was reading the proclamation. That place. So everybody came here to see what's going on. Something else, the wall of shame. You know what the wall of shame? So when somebody steals something or does something bad, that was the worst part of that. So you always feel so it's all the way until the wall of shame. That was official measure in the Dubrovnik Republic for the property, for everything. So the ladies were reminded that customs dresses, they always come here to make sure if they get sick with them. That's very cool. Right? Okay, here, this building, because Dubrovnik was very important in the province. We had the nobles, we had the citizens, and the peasants. So the nobles, they were living in the center, there is the main road, left and right side. The citizens, they were living on the side, and the peasants outside, agriculture, to the street. We had actually the one of the oldest democratic systems in Europe. Why? Because we didn't have a king, queen, royalty, nothing like that. Okay? We have been directed by the nobles. So the nobles, they kept it over 50 years old. Alright? And there were only 50 families. It's changed by the decades. Alright? So they choose between themselves who's going to be the rector. And the rector is kind of power? Can you guess? Sorry? Right? Communist system is hated. Democratic system. Okay, 4 years you said. Very close. 1 month. 1 month. Why? Why? Because of the corruption. They have no time in 1 month to make monkey business. Right? Today they have 4 years. Full pockets. I mean, in our country, I don't know, I think here we work with the millions, in the other country we work with billions. Okay, anyway, so while when he was chosen, he was not allowed to leave this building. There was a living area for him, there was a courthouse, there was a parliament, there was a library, and there was a prison as well here in the corner. You can't see it's inside. But what's interesting about this prison, the ceiling was high, no even 1 meter 60 centimeters. The reason of that is to be nice. No, like today they have exercise, everything, right? So everything has the purpose. Okay? So, something else, as I told you before, there are only 2 entrances to the city by the land and 2 by the ocean, by the sea. So those 2 lands, as you notice, they pass the wooden bridge and the wooden doors. So in the Roman Republic time, they pull up the bridge and close the door every night. Bring the key to the rector. And let the do them back. So it was controlled as much as possible what's going inside. The sickness, the business, the trade, whatever. It was controlled. I have already sure about every question. Now, they are living on going to 700. You know why?
Ingon mo itong kauban ako, Joy, na tagapulan. Ito nga siya. Nindot ko makaayo. Ingon siya. Kung ito, tsura talis gini, kita ko, talis gini. Mahal ko mag-iagot siya. Hindi kalikado lagi di Paris Uno.
Usa ka mag-picture nga di mo ka magtanaw sa imong gitar.
Ano na siya ba? Tanawan mo na ko. Comment unya dayo ng Paris Uno ba? Dili ka uno or tiil? Dahil ako ang kita. Kita na ito niya. Kung saan hindi mo pictures niya dahil tuling ates ko ang gabi marelax-relax ka. Oo. Ang bago ba? Ang pink? Ay, nga naman. Giduot mo. Ang zipper at ang kuan. Out. O ka na ba yung buka? Hindi naman na yung kuan. Garante. Wal. Oo, bitaw. Nimba ka dyan sumiling ma-close. Di siya ma-close? Ma-close siya, pero ang pikas, di siya malak na ba? Kaya ang pikas na, di ba, double man na. Oo. Ang kanya siya, himurag yung buka gamay.
Ja, var det.
Vad Peter man?
Kvarto.